got the advertisement, a copy of the advertisement for what's going in the papers. And there's also four or five applications there for you guys to hand out to get some information back. We're expecting April 16th is the cutoff date. So we're looking for people that are interested in that. We have an application form. There's a description of the advertisement on the front, or the advertisement's on the front. And there's the mandate basically sitting there. So this gives people an opportunity to apply. And I guess they come back and do you, Carol, is that correct?
They actually come back addressed to their task force.
Okay.
To our office.
All right.
They'll come to the office. This will also be posted on the website.
Yeah, it's on the website. And then I'll get Shannon to put it probably out on the weekly thing as well. So feel free to hand them out if you want more. I'm sure Carol can provide us with more. The more people that apply, the better opportunities we'll have to have a variety of people. And that's it.
First, we had a couple of Trails Group meetings in the last couple of weeks, and it's quite interesting. This is the Municipal Retirees of Organization MRU of Ontario, OMERS, and there's a whole page on trail activity and the attraction of trails that they're putting in. So this is a really opportune activity that this group has decided to do and to support our Rec and Leisure Master Plan, so it's excellent. Just a little plug, on April 21st, Port Frank's Community Center, they are holding a fundraising dance. You're selling tickets, aren't you?
I didn't bring them with me, but yes, I am.
Councillor Scott is selling tickets, so
$1.50 a piece.
there you go. We hope everyone gets out there to that.
Above the council table.
There you go. Secondly, we met with the Grand Bend, the mayor and I met with the Grand Bend and the CLP Community Foundation on Friday, and they have some monies, flow-through monies from Canada Games for youth activity, and we're looking at possibly doing a bike trail or bike path from the town of Grand Bend down to Klondike Soccer Park. And the only condition is it has to be in the north end.
So yeah, it's a trail that's been in the works for a lot of years.
Yeah. We'll give a nice, safe avenue for the kiddies to go down and play soccer. The third thing I'd like to just bring up is that now that we have the deputy as the member for the working group, and I think it's terrific, what I'd like to do, or what I would like to see to calm the waters for the ratepayers of Lambton Shore, I'm going to propose, maybe I'll get this one through tonight, that this municipality take out a half-page ad in the Forest Standard, the Lakeshore Advance, and the Exeter Times Advocate, and let's get out an accurate depiction of where these projects are at, where the sewage treatment plant project is at, and where the Zone 3 and 4 collection system, let's say that this is now online, and so that we don't have any more confusion from ratepayers as to where these projects are at. So I'm going to put that into a motion tonight to improve our communications, which is part of the recommendations here, which maybe that's one of the recommendations we'll actually look at and follow. So I'm going to move that tonight, that we, I think a half-page ad is enough, right? You want to go full page? We can go full page.
Should there not be a notice of motion, or should this not come back to the next meeting with a proposed ad, or ask for it?
Well, it's an emergency.
Be in the ad, we want to make sure that we get correct information there. So.
Yeah, it's an emergent issue, and I think now that we have the working group member in place, I think it's important that the public be notified as soon as possible that the sun will come up tomorrow, and there is hope for a solution to our lagoon situation. So if we need a proposed letter written by somebody, I suppose we should do that and bring it back to council the next meeting to approve and to send out as part of a media. Well, an open letter to the people. Isn't that novel?
Councillor Russell.
I'll second.
Second half-page ad. Councillor Underwood.
Communication is key. Our next council meeting isn't for another 2 weeks. It's another 2 weeks down the road. We've got our member on the working group the whole day. I think it's a good idea. We have been lacking in the past through this whole issue, really, with our communications and stuff. What we did identify that. Maybe this might not be a bad idea. Let you know exactly what we're doing, where we're at, and how we're proposing to that.
Well, I'm absolutely supportive of public communication. I think it would be wise for us to talk through what we need to communicate. So asking for a staff report on that to come back for the next council meeting is good.
item. This seems to be a recurring theme, and I've had a couple more emails this week. I don't know why the certain employee of the MOE is so popular in Lambton Shores, but I've had another email again this week about, did council make arrangements for Mr. Hutt to come to speak with taxpayers without being on the agenda? Mary, you and I talked about this with the deputy last Thursday at the tri-municipal meeting. Can we just give it an answer tonight? How Mr. Hutt came to be at the infamous February 2nd meeting, and through you, I think Mr. Byrne, would you like to shed some light?
I can try. Following council's meeting, the January 30th meeting, in which it passed a motion that it was turning down the two options and going to pursue less expensive options. Amongst notifying our colleagues and other people about it, I included an email to Chris Hutt and inquired if he was aware of less expensive options that we might consider and so on and so forth. And then we had the meeting on the 31st where the tri-municipal board expressed or gave Lambton Shores an opportunity to give further considerations to its decision to see whether it was going to hold the line and so on and so forth. And a special meeting was arranged for that Thursday. Again, notified Chris Hutt that that's where it stood. It was a brief conversation. He asked if it was an open public meeting. I said it was, and could he come? And I said, certainly, it's an open meeting and you can come, and I would encourage you to, if given the opportunity, to express your perspectives on it. During the presentation, my presentation at that meeting on Thursday, I was trying to give the background history and so on and so forth, and acknowledge Mr. Hutt's presence in the meeting. And basically that was the level of involvement. I know I've been in touch with Chris for years on other environment-related issues, as well as the sewage treatment plant throughout the last several years. So it was fairly common for me to give him updates and so on and so forth of where things stood. So it was just an FYI to him, and he appeared.
And so that's good. Now we have an answer to that. And the last piece on this is there still a tri-municipal committee, or is it now a bi-municipal committee? I suppose the communication piece will address that. Because there is some question as to whether it's bi or tri. I know that the term joint sewage board was used, but that's really, I think, a premature term. As after the plant is built, it becomes a joint sewage board. So at this stage, it's still a confused committee.
At the committee the other day, it was left open that it be a tri-municipal committee. The offer was there for Blue Water to be part of this. Blue Water needs to be part of this to make the agreement or the grant work. So they've been asked to go back to their council and consider whether they will be sending one elected rep and staff to the working group. So that's where that stands with the committee, what it is. Correct?
Yeah, they don't, Blue Water doesn't need to be part of, that's my understanding, that we go back to this, Blue Water is not part of the building of the plant. If Blue Water leaves, it doesn't fall apart. The issue, the deal is with us, and because we're married to South Huron, and we're not going to get divorced, we are in it together to manage the lagoons. Blue Water would be a bonus, but we'll see what they do.
Councillor Underwood?
Oh yeah, I got three things. Maybe not quite so contentious and all the rest, but okay. Firefighter department in Forest on St. Paddy's Day bash on Saturday. It was a good time had by all. We didn't burn anything down. There was no trucks, and the CTV never turned up because I evidently got sure that the truck was unavailable or the car was unavailable. Don't know why.
No problem, London, eh?
It was good. I met new residents of Forest who came out from BC in their 20s, starting families, so it's good, right? So that's nice. The other is I'd like to thank staff for putting the CO alarms into the newsletter to start raising awareness, and as we move along for that, thank you very much. And keep pushing CO awareness as far as we can go, and I'll be expecting to see the bylaw come back, I guess,